So, hello, good morning.
Hello.
I'm in Reykjavik today and I have a particularly exciting interview ahead of me, and that is with Gabrielle Stockmann, who is a professor here and in geochemistry, and she's originally from Denmark, and she's working here now for 2 years, and she is working on some really exciting stuff, and that is Ikaite from Ikka Fjord in Greenland, and I really want to pick her brain on that. So, good morning.
Good morning.
Great. It's a great pleasure to speak with you, and that you agreed to speak with me about this.
Yeah.
So, could I actually start with asking, what is Ikaite?
Yeah, good question. So, most of you probably know calcite, calcium carbonate.
Yeah.
Aragonite maybe too, but there's also these hydrated forms of calcium carbonate. And Ikaite is one of them. So it's calcium carbonate with 6 water molecules surrounding.
I see.
So it's actually resembling a mix of ice and calcite. You could call it a kind of dirty ice.
A dirty ice?
Dirty ice with chalk inside. So that of course poses some problems, because we know ice melts 0 degrees, and so does Ikaite if it gets too warm. Not at 0 degrees, but it will melt at around 6, at least 10 degrees. Then it breaks down.
I see.
So, yeah.
So this is maybe why it forms in Greenland, because it's not so warm there.
Exactly.
I get it. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
And Ikka Fjord is this famous place where you have these columns of Ikaite.
Yeah. So should we have a look? That's why I'm wearing the gloves here, nice.
So we're actually gonna get a look at some Ikaite now from Ikka Fjord.
Yeah. So hope you can see it. So this will be top of a column. So you can see it's all white mainly, resembling ice a little bit. And then you can see there is some green, at least you can see well, there is some green stuff. We'll try and show this. And also here. So inside these columns there are this amazing community of bacteria, of enzymes, of alien DNA.
Alien DNA!
So that's what we call it. Because
do you mean from outer space? No, not really.
We don't know, but we just know some of the DNA found in here only are resembling other known species by 75%. And that's very weird. So I think we are resembling chimpanzees to 99%.
I think so.
Yeah,
it's
something
only
like that.
1.5% difference in the
so
DNA.
something only resembling 75%. And we still have no clue what it is, but most likely some ancient bacteria.
So, and how does it work with these columns, and how do the bacteria come in? Because I understand the local geology plays a role as well as these creatures.
Yeah. So why do we form these columns in Greenland? And this is the only place they are forming.
Wow.
So one thing we already learned, it has to be cold.
Yes, that's true.
That's maybe one reason they form in Greenland. And then we need this special, or in this case, as you said, the geology plays an important role. Because we have these weird rocks, I guess we can call them, the carbonatites and the nepheline cyanides. And they are dissolving into the groundwater and forming a groundwater fluid that's of pH 10 to 11.
Wow.
So it's quite basic. And then consisting of sodium carbonate.
Right.
And then it seeps up through fractures in the seabed of Ikka Fjord. And then when they mix, this Ikaite stuff precipitates immediately.
Once it comes through these fissures or fractures.
And because it's groundwater, it's less dense than the seawater. So that's why
the whole thing is
growing.
I get it now. I have always wondered, because if it just spills out at the floor of the fjord in the water, then it wouldn't necessarily grow columns.
No.
I always wondered about that. Thank you for this explanation.
Yeah, so this is exactly like, the dripstones, the stalagmites and stalactites. They're just dripping upwards.
Upwards in that case.
And then they grow all the way up to like 2 meters below sea level. Because that's where we run out of calcium. We have calcium, a lot of calcium in the seawater, but up at the top it's mainly fresh water from all the rivers.
From the running,
running
I
out
see.
yeah.
Okay.
So, but they grow up to 20 meters
In height, top?
in height. So, and there are 1,000 of them in this tiny fjord in Greenland. So, quite unique. I will just put this one back. So
It looks wonderful. Maybe
Yeah.
show it a little bit closer
Should
to
we
the
show
camera
it?
if you'd be so
Yeah.
good.
Here,
Look at this.
here, and then see if we can show you some of this green stuff here. Maybe aliens living in here.
So here in
clearly
particular,
you see these
yeah.
are the cyanobacteria. They grow here a few centimeters inside, but there are also lots of bacteria in here.
Wow.
where it's not-
Assuming just for a second they
Yeah.
do not come from outer space. They would have to be some very ancient form of bacteria, I would assume.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But then we have another problem, and that's time. How much time do you need to evolve new species? Or where do these ancient forms come from?
Yeah.
And we simply don't know. So
Yeah, time is
your-
clearly an issue because
Yeah.
there was glaciation. So
There was glaciation until 8,000 years ago. So we think the columns are no older than 8,000, simply because groundwater couldn't flow through
right, I see.
the rocks
Yeah.
when everything was covered in ice and frozen. So 8,000 years is not a long time
No,
for evolution.
not to
No.
make
New species.
new types of bacteria that are not or very
Yeah.
little related to others.
Yeah.
So could they come from, I don't know, some ancient form of bacteria that has been in the bedrock somehow and got removed with the water, with the
Yeah,
flowing groundwater?
I mean, as I said, your guess is as good as mine.
Okay, fair enough.
but it's true, the rocks, the bedrock in this area are very ancient. I mean, we are
Mhm.
talking about Greenland. So the gneissic rocks are up to almost 3 billion years old. And then we have these carbonatites, cyanides
Yes.
we're talking about, and they are 1.3
1.3, yeah.
billion years old. So, I mean, they are,
Mhm.
everything is ancient.
So there could be some ancient bacteria residing in them,
maybe
surviving in them.
Early Earth life
Oh my God!
form.
So
Yeah,
fascinating
exactly.
topic. I
Yeah.
have no idea, but
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, and then the bacteria also plays an important role for the stability of these
Mhm.
columns, and we think the reason why we actually form columns here, this place and nowhere else, are also thanks to the bacteria, because
Okay.
the microbiologists have seen that 80-90% of these bacteria, they form what we call the biofilm, like a glue around them to
Okay.
protect, like a little bit like a space suit. And they do this with the crystals, with the columns. So in that way they are probably protecting the Ikaite and the columns from dissolving in the otherwise harsh seawater. Because you also have tidal shifts, and so it's a little bit strange that they are so well preserved. But if they have this space suit around
See.
them, thanks to the bacteria, this is helping
Wow,
them.
Gabrielle, you opened
Yeah.
a new world for me.
Yeah.
I was in a very anorganic world so far.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand you can dissolve carbonatites, you can
Yeah.
bring down carbonate in groundwater, you can
Yeah.
precipitate it at some
Yeah.
other place, particularly if there is a different chemistry where the groundwater comes out, but the bacteria thing I had no idea
No,
about.
no.
That's
So
fascinating.
multidisciplinary projects are always good. So in this project we have been working very much together with, I'm a geochemist,
Mhm.
so we've been working together with biologists and geophysicists. So these are the three main components we are looking into
Wow.
in this fjord. And last year we went back to count how many columns
Yeah.
are there, and we counted 930 columns
Wow.
in the size half a meter up to 20 meters. So
Did you dive in there?
no, yeah, that we did that in the old days,
Okay.
but now you just bring a multi-beam,
I see. Yeah.
and then you go back and forth many times, and then you let the geophysicist interpret
I
their
see, I
diagrams,
see.
and then they can count.
But in the old days,
Yeah.
people were diving there. you said?
Yeah, so of course we were diving when we were,
Yeah, you need to get
not
that.
me, but we had the Danish Navy was helping us. So I had 3 Danish Navy divers at my disposal to pick that. So they did a great job. They are professionals. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So
This is
that's a
great.
reason why we have.
And a last
here.
question, if you don't
Yeah,
mind.
yeah.
I'm really fascinated by this topic. Do you think that Ikka Fjord and the phenomena there could actually be relevant in an economic sense in the future, or is it really
Yeah.
just a natural phenomenon that we
No.
find fascinating?
No. So what some of the biologists have actually done, they established a company already 10 years ago, and they have a patent on some of the enzymes found in here, because that might be useful in the industry for splitting lactose, you know. In
Pharmaceutical
Yeah.
and of course also food chemistry, and I can see that.
Yeah. So that's one end of it, and then we are also looking into this system for carbon sequestration
Yes.
sort of point of view, because we all need methods to come up with methods how to extract CO2 from the atmosphere, and if we can store them in minerals like Ikaite. So at least nature is doing it itself here.
Yes, nature's giving
Yeah.
us a hint.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so
that's
it
how
works
I
in
feel.
nature, so if we can somehow put it into an industrial process.
Yes, if we recreate this, then we
Yeah.
might be able to actually
Yeah.
lock some CO2 in Ikaite. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes a lot of
Yeah,
sense.
and the
to
thing
me.
with Ikaite, when it gets warmer, then it decomposes into the more stable carbonate minerals.
Mhm.
So you are not losing, if you first trap the CO2 in Ikaite, you are not losing it again. It's not like it's emitting back to the atmosphere, it just transformed
Yes.
into another mineral that's stable.
And then, of course, there's loads of industrial applications for calcite. You could actually
Yeah.
use that in different ways. You could even
Yeah.
think about, I don't know, putting it into concrete or so.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you could actually build houses from that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Yeah.
This was wonderful.
Yeah.
And hopefully one day I'll get a chance to go to Ikka.
Yeah.
Have you got any plans to go back?
We are going back this summer, yeah.
Whoa, I'm
Yeah.
jealous.
Yeah.
Please, you have
Yeah.
to send me a picture or two.
Yeah.
Great.
Well,
So I say thank you once more, and thanks for joining us, and I hope you find Ikaite as fascinating as us, and I say goodbye now and switch you guys off, and thanks for joining again. Bye bye.